Hello everyone, Vanguard of Valor here, and welcome back to another episode of The Last Federation. So, our Federation isn't really making too much direct progress right now, but at the moment our main resistance factor is the Evox here. We're waiting for them to decide they like us enough that we can actually join everybody into the Federation at the same time. This is going to take us a little bit of effort, mind you, but hopefully if we can get that over, we'll be able to get at least these three races together, and since they control a large portion of the galaxy, shouldn't be too difficult. Now at this point we have a bit of a problem here though. We're going to go over to this Skylaxian base and see if we can't help defend them from whatever's attacking them. It looks like whatever's attacking them is still just pirates, so that's unusual. Was it Borine pirates? Evoc pirates? Really? An Evoc armada. They're raiding. That's not very nice there, Evox. Are the Evox intentionally being mean to them? Probably. The respect is at 40, but it's going to be hard to get higher than that if we keep raiding each other, guys. It's not how things work. We can make another Thoraxian trade deal, why not? There we go. They have more Evox resentment over meddling, but there's not much we can do about that. If we come back and check here, it's just this. That's the only thing we currently have with us, so that's fine. Anytime you do anything with them, it gets more expensive to do anything else because they're just mean like that. But we do have a pretty solid position beyond that. We also really just need to wait for this manufacturing outpost deal to finish off with the Evox, and when it does, we'll be able to get ourselves a nice 30 influence boost, which will bring us up to 70, so we should be able to then ally the Thoraxians, Skylaxians, and Evox pretty easily. We do also have the Acutians over here, and they've got a pretty hefty fleet building up. We might want to go over there and deal with that soon. First though, we'll come over here, and it looks like invader armadas are coming to attack the Thoraxians, so we're going to go defend them and hopefully get some positive benefits there. It looks like it's actually just one boring pirate. Alright, that's how it is. Let's go deal with them then. So, I'm going to fly over this way, activate our ability to blast with massive firepower, and they should be able to take these guys out pretty quick. Now next turn we're going to start spamming minions. There we go, because spamming minions nice and close to your enemies is an easy way to break down their defenses quickly. Here we go. And these guys are no big deal at all. We're building up more and more of these guys. Let's Giga Cannon them. Goodbye, suckers. One more Giga Cannon. One more Giga Cannon, you are dead. Alright, the Boreans lost a bunch of ships. These are just pirates though, which really makes them not particularly exciting. Got a minor amount of credit. Got good influence with the Thoraxians though, so that's always good for us. They were happy we came to their help. Alright, well, that is one step in the right direction. We're going to, I think, head over to the Acutians, though, and attack them next. Because if we can do some damage to these guys, they already dislike us, and we'll be able to get ourselves some more money that way, hopefully. This might be a bit chaotic, might be a really bad idea, but we're going to attack them anyway. So they have a lot of defenses over here. They have a commercial relay, and they got all kinds of stuff. We're going to power up a little bit here, and then we're going to head around this way, and hopefully deal them some damage as we fly around here. The plan at the moment is sacrificing speed for shielding, trying to keep ourselves alive here as best we can, and trying to knock out some of these defense systems before they can do too much to us. So this is basically ideal right now. Knocking out these systems is good. This is a commercial communications relay, so that reduces the entire race's squadron deployment speed. That's a pretty nice ability. We're going to keep buffing up our armor though. We really want to make sure we don't die from all of this mess. We are taking a lot of damage. Alright, time to boost the shields. Automatically recharge them with divert power to shields, very nice. We do need to take this thing down pretty quickly. We could use the spread shot probably to do the best amount of damage to it. We are seriously taking hits. So we're going to actually boost up our evasion and shields and move out of here quickly so we don't take too much damage before we can get to a position where we can hopefully start fighting these guys properly. Let's just get out of here briefly, because evidently we're taking way too much damage there for our own good. Alright, once we've got some distance on these guys, we should hopefully be able to start taking them out a little bit more effectively. There we go. So let's drop down some of this power, put it back into weapons, and see if we can't turn this thing around. We do have some people coming to chase us, which is good. That'll enable us to actually fight back pretty well. Perfect. These ships actually only have forward-facing guns if memory serves, which means getting behind them is a very effective strategy. They do seem to have rockets from behind though, and those do hurt really fast. I just flew into a whole bunch of them there like a fool. Thankfully didn't quite lose our shields though, because that could have been pretty bad if we did. We should have plenty of time here to let ourselves regenerate our defenses. And we're just going to hunt down these guys, make sure their shields don't last for long. And now we're going to Giga Cannon them. Pew pew! Giga Cannon is a great way of dealing with these guys, in fact, surprisingly enough. The damage it deals is really significant. And the fact that it pierces is also quite nice. Alright, let's make ourselves harder to hit. They've got a couple of them lined up here. If we Giga Cannon, it's going to go for the closest enemy, so that's not going to work out for us. We should be able to do these guys some damage pretty quickly, though. There we go. There's a Giga Cannon for you. There's another Giga Cannon for you. There's another one, and we're all out. Alright, well, we're out of Giga Cannons, but we do still have armor-piercing rounds, so we should be able to use those to attack these guys pretty effectively. There we go. Knocking out the minion ships as well. Doing damage 2 ships at a time is what we like to see. Oh man, but we definitely have to keep up our assault here, otherwise these guys are going to outnumber us. Thankfully, we are burning through their forces pretty effectively, so I'm not all that worried at the moment. There's a couple ships down the bottom that should be pretty quick, and they're going to make things a bit more difficult for us. But as it stands, I think we're okay. Alright, let's go in on this guy. There's 3 flagships remaining. I think one of them still has full health and full shields, but I know at least one of them has no armor of any kind, and they're just a fast-moving little guy. This one, in fact, is the one I'm speaking of. There's got to be another one around here somewhere, though. There's still 2 remaining, apparently. We're just going to run through here. I could go for the laser, but these are all medium-sized ships, so the empty swarm laser doesn't actually work on them. There he is. There's the last one. Alright, we're going to head over in this direction, see if we can't take him out. We are taking a lot of shield damage in a hurry, and these weapons are pretty powerful against shields. Ooh, okay, we don't like this. We're going to have to tank up here, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. Let ourselves regenerate in a hurry. These guys are always a pain to chase down just because of the fact that they hurt you so badly once they actually get to you. So what we're going to be planning on mostly, I think, is using the afterburner to catch up to the other one if we can make it through here. We should be able to just barely keep our shields alive at this rate. Maybe not, though, if he's going to keep doing these kinds of shenanigans against us. We do need them to come close to us on their own, otherwise it's really hard for us to do anything to them. Ooh, look at those hits. That's not good. Ooh, there we go. Thankfully, our regeneration is really fast like this. We can just about tank it. We have to be pretty careful, though, otherwise they will wreck us. There we go. We got one of those ships down, which is good. Now we're not going to take quite as much damage. But they are still in a position to do a heck of a lot to us. We could virus them, but there's no small or medium ships in the area. We have to fly back into the whole mess to be able to find some. And I'm not sure how good an idea that is, because we're going to take a ton of damage in the process if we try it. Well, let's get through here, though. Where there's a will, there's a way, as they say. Move our way through. Still not seeing a whole lot. He's got to be coming at us now, though, so let's move over this way. Now he's just booking it. Alright, we're going to go for the afterburner strategy. Boost up some speed a little bit here. It's still pretty painful to try and chase this guy down, but at least this way we can actually shoot at him. There we go. Now you're not so smart, are ya? We can actually hurt you now. Alright, we're going to have to do it again, I think, so we can keep doing damage to him, because he's just outside of our range again. This guy's very fast. Oh, I have to recharge still for another 7.4 seconds. Well, that's going to slow us down again, although I remember next time what we're going to do is we're going to turn off our engine boost while we have the afterburner turned on, because we don't actually need the extra speed. We can activate the afterburner, then we put all our power into here and still keep up with him at a reasonable pace. Just going to be careful not to fly straight into his bullets like that, otherwise that's going to hurt. But there we go, we got him. So we'll end the combat with a victory. We got ourselves 8,859 scrap, which is pretty scrap credits, which is pretty nice. And we blew up a bunch of Acutians, getting us a whole ton of negative influence with them, but honestly, that's fine. They're not going to like us anyway, so that will do. Although they're negative 62, negative 219, negative 105, they can't tell how much they dislike us. Alright, it's fine though. Oh, they're getting attacked by splinter factions as well, which isn't very good for them. That's going to really mess up their population and their fleets. So that's going to make things a bit nicer for us. We have another station over here we can go capture, which we certainly will. Hopefully this finishes off soon so we can actually start building our federation, because as it stands, we haven't really had a chance to do that. We're going to attack these perimeter defenders and try and take over the station. It's a security station. Interesting. Destroying all the flagships is our goal, so we're going to swing around this with a hold fire order, because apparently if we destroy this thing, then they get really mad. And they send all kinds of ships at us. So we're going to try and avoid doing that at all costs if we can help it. We're going to swing over this way, put ourselves on attacking this guy. Oh, didn't mean to change weapons there first. Alright, whatever. We're going to fire off some fighters. There we go. And as we move forward here, switch back over to spread shot. And hopefully wreck these guys. Ah, it blew up. Immediately spawned a bunch of ships. That's fine. That's fine. Doesn't seem to be a big deal anyway. And their shields are down. Giga Cannon, go. Giga Cannon, go. And they're dead. Nice and easy. That gets us very little, but kills off their people, so we can hopefully now claim the outpost. Perfect. So we can capture the outpost here, or we can go directly for the outpost, or we can come over this way where they have another security station and a defense turret. Okay, no reason to do that. We're just going to sit over here. We can just literally hang out by this station and we'll capture it in no time. They shouldn't really have enough time to stop us. There we go. We got it. So, we've stolen their manufacturing outpost as well, which is very nice. That gives us some more abilities here. We can use that to make our status with other races even better, which is great. Hopefully nothing bad happens to it, because that would be annoying, but we'll see how it goes. Can I sell off my slaves again? I can. Ah, how many can I sell? Only 3. Huh, that's interesting. So I guess... don't I have like a ton of other races slaves in my book though? I do. I have 68 Peltian slaves, 43 Peltian, well, pilots I guess. But I guess when you destroy the race... This is interesting though. We have enough people here that we could probably rebuild their races eventually. But I can't do anything with them. That's interesting. So maybe these races aren't dead. Although we've murdered them mercilessly, they're not gone forever, and they could potentially see a resurgence in the future once their warlike nature has been subdued. Down, 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 down. But yeah, I think that could work out. Now, we do have some people working with these guys. Once that's done, we'll be good. We do need to burn some time for that to happen, though. I'm not sure how quite that's going to work out. Looks like everyone's pretty neutral towards the Acutians, though, so they should be okay. Skylaxians, do you need anything? Can I do any good trade deals for you with anybody? No, just Andor. I could potentially open up trade with Andor, but they don't actually have space travel yet, so I'm not sure how that would work out. We're going to come over here, though, and see what these guys want. Do you have any trade routes you can make that are interesting? Just with Andor again? Okay, well, that's no good for us. For the Federation deal, it doesn't cost very much. The big problem is the influence required, but that should be pretty easy to get once our deal goes through. So that's fine. We are going to come over here and see if we can fix their medical situation quickly. If we come in here for local elite deals, we should be able to tell them to prioritize worker health. There we go. That will fix that up. Perfect. So now they're not going to be so sick all of the time, and that's good for us for sure. Now, this is a neutral queen. What about this one? She is also neutral. That's interesting that there's so many neutral queens right now. I guess they've captured 3 planets and their population isn't oversized yet, so they're not too worried about needing an expansion again, which is why they're not warlike. So that's pretty interesting. The Burlests still want spacefaring technology from them, and I still don't really want to give it to them. We could make them friendly and have them join us instead of wiping them out. We could try it. We'd need to have the Acutians join, though, I think, in order to pressure them to join us. Otherwise, it's not going to work out so well. But you know what? Why not give it a shot? We'll have a secret proposal to gain spacefaring technology, so that way the other races don't know about it. We have to kill flagships, though. I don't know about that. I don't really want to murder our allies just for no good reason here, especially not if it's the Evox and takes a hit on our popularity with them. That would not go very well, so maybe we won't do that one right now. We can't give any help to the Andors either because it would make our Evoc allies upset, and we need them to like us so that we can get them in the Federation quickly. So what we're going to do is, we're going to come in here as well. We're going to fix their economic status if we can. I don't believe that's one we can actually easily interact with. Infrastructure expansion is a building. Worker health. Well, we'll go for worker health again because they need that too. And that'll stop their economic situation from getting worse. They do have a bit of a problem draining our influence with these guys by getting them to do these simple changes for us, but we'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. So, at this point, we just need to burn some time, I think. Let's head over to this outpost. Can we do anything interesting here? We could destroy a base. That's not going to do much for us, though. Alright, let's just help these guys. They need a bit of medical help, so we will help them with their medical situation. Go for 10 months. And we should be able to finish our trade deal here. Alright, got a little bit of money, helped the Thraxians a little bit. They got some medical help. We have a new hydral signal, that's fire enough. And the Thraxians are attacking the Acutians. Alright, well, that might not last for long for them then. We can go in here and defend our outpost we've stolen, so let's go do that. Don't want them to get it back from us very easily, so this should be pretty easy. They should only have one ship here. Yeah, they do. So, we're going to go for the guns a-blazing strategy and just tear into these guys. They really don't know what's going to hit them in a second. Fire off our fleets. There we go. They do have something else over there, it looks like. I don't know where those ships came from, but whatever. We're going to get in here and shred their shields and then Giga Cannon them into the ground. Giga Cannon's a fun weapon. I appreciate it for sure. Giga Cannon, go! Giga Cannon, go! The fact that you can spam it is kind of mean, but still. Alright, the Acutians lost their flotilla there, and we saved our manufacturing outpost. Perfect. Now we should be able to use this. We could potentially gift it to the Evux, but that only gives us 20 influence, whereas that 60-month time period thing gives you 30, and then you can use it again. So really, gifting the outposts seems like a bit of an emergency thing rather than something you should aim to do all the time. Let's head back over here then, Skylaxian Senate. We're going to help you guys out a little bit. Actually, double check quickly here. You just need a bit of public order, and it's not going to take very long because you can't actually use these abilities to boost them above 0, but you can use these to bring them up to 0. So if we do this for like 5 months, it'll only do it for like 1. Yeah, there we go. Got 145 credit, minor influence with the Skylaxians, that's fine. We are going to come back over to Evux though and help the Evux rather on Stella Lyra and help them fix their medical situation because that is definitely not going well for them. Provide some medical assistance. Here we go. You can have 10 months of medical assistance, which will give you 10 more medical, and hopefully everything else works out for us now. Oop, alright. Well, 10 solar months have passed, we got a bit more influence with the Evux, and they're a little bit healthier now. Unfortunately, there's a lot of attacks going on, which isn't necessarily good. This is fine for us, because this is the Thraxians trying to take these guys down. Skylaxians are building an outpost, that's fine. Nope, the Evux blew up the Skylaxian outpost because they're jerks. If we head over here, that's not exploding, I think, actually. Can we help them defend their outpost against... Oh, it's against the Evux. Evux, why are you fighting the Skylaxians? Are you actually fighting them? I gotta get you to stop fighting them. Come on over here. Alright, we're gonna go into Evux Elders, military deals, stop attacking. So they're literally just raiding for the fun of it, and I can't tell them to stop. Even though they're friendly with them, they keep fighting them for no apparent reason. You don't need to blow up other people's outposts there, Evux. They're allowed to have some knowledge too, you know. Alright, well... We have another outpost over here we can go take over, though. Hostile axe, capture manufacturing outpost, take action. So, we're going to try and take over this one as well. We need to dock with the outpost, it's over here. Yeah, what do they have over on this side of the map? They've got a bunch of spawners, they have a hydral golem, which is a pretty massively powerful thing. We can activate it and it'll help us out, but we're probably not going to need it. We're just going to rush over this way and see if we can't capture this thing before we get taken down. If we get in here quickly... Ooh, they have some sign turrets though, those are going to be a problem. Alright, we're going to spam out some drones, because those will help us for sure. Let's get inside the defensive perimeter. There we go. There we go. Almost got it. 2 more turns. And we got it. Nice and easy. Alright, there's another thing captured for us. We can use these later. Stealing all the Acutians things is one of my favorite things to do, because they love to build, and they keep continuing to build, and they don't seem to mind us stealing anything. And if they do, they don't seem to stop us in any way either. So that works out just fine. Now, hopefully this deal will finish soon. I have no idea how much more we need, how much more time we need, rather. It's already being met. It says 60 solar months. We've waited about 20 during this video. I'm not sure how much time we actually had to spend before that, though. It's hard to remember. We're going to come in here and fix their medical situation by getting the Queen to change her plans. We have so many problems in these guys. The Thraxians really like letting their medical system degenerate. The environmental situation over here is looking fine too, so that's fine for now. What's going on here on the... Okay, Skylaxians are having improving public order, that's good. Alright, well, I guess we'll come back over here and help them with their medical situation again until hopefully we can actually get this thing to finish so we can give them the help they need, so we can get the influence we need, so we can hurry up and make our Federation at long last. Alright, we got 772 credit, 2 more influence with the Evux, we got Splinter attacks on the Thoraxians. Splinter faction forces have unexpectedly turned up. So, they are doing the same thing that was happening to the other guys, unfortunately. Stop blowing up the Skylaxians' things. I need you guys to like each other. They're probably not too friendly anymore, are they? They like the Skylaxians. I have a feeling the Skylaxians don't like them so much. Not quite as much. Yeah. Because that's not so good, but whatever. Whatever. If they keep blowing each other up, we'll just have to deal with it. Now, the Splinter factions, we should be able to help them fight those, but they have no local armadas to deal with it, so we can't actually do anything about that right now. If we come here, there's an option, help defend planet from Splinter factions. The problem is, the longer you take, the easier it is for all of your ally ships to be destroyed, and then they can have a really hard time rebuilding their fleet. Conveniently for them, all of their fleet is over here right now, trying to attack the Acutians, but yeah, bad things could still very easily happen. We could try and get some new hydral technology pretty easily, so we'll do that. We'll search the nearby ice belt for hydral tech. We get 2 new special abilities. Let's go see what we find. We have a whole bunch of hydral things that we're going to have to blow up. Now this is where we actually have to land. We have all kinds of hydral golems and nasty things nearby, so we're going to leave our spread shot turned on. We're going to start moving in here. And on our way by, we're going to start spamming the minions, because they should help us out quite a bit against these guys, and now we really need to get a move on, otherwise we're going to get absolutely blasted. Alright. Roll out. Now the Giga Cannon doesn't do a whole ton of damage to these guys, I don't think. But if you, actually, we can't even fire it at them because they're not flagships, that's right. If there was a flagship nearby, it would undoubtedly do a lot of damage if we could fire it through them, but since there isn't, it makes it kind of hard. Now I wonder what kind of pilots those are. Those are Acutians, apparently. Weird. Alright, we'll come back and get those Acutians too, because we can sell them back to their original race, except, well, not really, because they don't like us anymore, but we could have sold them back to their race. For now, we're just going to come over here and dock with the lab and see what we acquire. I'm sure we'll get something interesting for our new abilities. One more. There we go. Alright, what do we get? Energy Blaster and Operation Raptor. Ooh, very nice. Let's go take a look at what those do. Take a look at our customized flagship option. We could trade one of these for a... Let's trade minigun for the Energy Blaster. Energy Blaster is an absolute shield and building ravaging weapon. It's really good, very fast firing, so we'll take that instead. We have the spread shot for doing bullet damage anyway. And I think we have another operation instead of Wolf or Kamichi. Raptor fires... Ah, these are the armor breakers. They have gravity lances, which are really good for destroying people who have no shields up. So, I think we'll trade... Kamichi, maybe? Yeah, we'll trade Kamichi for Raptor, which should give us some extra firepower there. And that's pretty good. So we got ourselves some extra tech that way. Now, there's probably some other places we can go to get more secret technology. There's been some other locations that have mentioned that they have found some. I'm just not sure where they were. So I'm going to take a quick look around here and see if we can't find any of these locations. Some of them are outposts some of the time. Depending on where the outposts are actually located, it determines what you can find. It's possible that we just missed the opportunity by not doing them earlier, and we only got one now because that's all we had access to. But we'll just have to deal with that, I guess. We still did get one. We lost one of our security people, though, so that's not so good. Looks like we were off of the ball a little bit there and let them get attacked. This one, for example, is getting attacked right now. Let's get over here and defend this outpost. There's a bunch of people attacking them. We should be able to defend it. It looks like there's just one flagship again. Where are they? They're down the bottom here. Alright, well, we're going to gun for them. And this time, we're going to be using the energy blaster on them, which will shred their shields even quicker. So, let's activate the afterburners and get down there a bit more quickly. Because apparently we're going really slow today. There we go. Hello, friend. You don't actually have any. Okay, so we're going to Giga Cannon you from nice and close. And we're going to swing around this way. There we go. So, the armor breaker isn't a great choice here because they don't have any armor. So we're going to switch back to spread shot. I think is actually effective against those guys. Yes, it is. And the combat, we've saved our station, which is great. The afterburner is pretty fun to use. You can go around really fast. And we're looking pretty good here. So, with that said... Oh, we're losing our economic status over here. Let's go fix that. Come in here to local Lycean deals. Invest in infrastructure. No, that's the building one. Huge tax breaks? Nope. Which is the one? Which is economic? There it is. Okay, fix the economic situation with industrialize. Fantastic. We could get them to do things like increase their warship production, but I don't want them to wipe everybody out just yet. So, we're not going to. What we are going to do, though, is we're going to come over here again and help them with their medical situation, since they still have a massive suicide rate, which is messing things up for them. Come in here, and we will provide medical assistance. This isn't going to take very long, because I don't have much left to fix, but we'll do it anyway. There we go. Oh, we did it! Perfect! The Boost the Outpost and Building Construction event finished. We got 30 influence with the evocs. They're at 77.3. We can now build our Super Alliance. So, we're going to do just that. We're going to come over to the Skylaxians. Oh, hang on. No, do not end the mission. Speed it up. There we go. Finish that nice and easy. So, we've done it. We can actually build our Federation at long last. Skylaxian Senate, Federation deals. Create a Federation with another race. We're going to add the Thoraxians in here. That will easily make our Federation for very cheap. We have the Skylaxian-Thoraxian Federation, and we can now easily hop over to the Evoc homeworld, go to the Elders, go to Federation deals, vote to join existing Federation. Only costs us 3,525 credit, which is amazing, and nice and easy. Gets us our 3-race Federation, just like we wanted. So, that is awesome. We've done it. We've made our Federation to begin with. Our first 3 races are included. We're probably going to try and get the Andors on board now, and then maybe Burlusts. Burlusts are going to be tricky, though, because I think in order to get the Burlusts to join via pressure, you have to have the Acutians and the Thoraxians in your race, and we're in the middle of blowing up the Thoraxians, and they kind of hate me, so I don't think anyone's really going to be keen on that one. But let's see. If we have any other Federation deals, we can convince other races to join the Federation if we have enough money, but it looks like that's not going to work out for us. Possibly just because we don't have enough money. No, it's because they don't like each other. Yeah. They don't like each other enough to use the Skylaxians Federation deals technique. That's fine, though. If we come over here, what is the penalty for delivering spacefaring tech? The Evocs still hate it, but now they have a pretty big buffer zone of influence with us, so it might actually be worthwhile for us to bring the Andors into the space race, because we'll get a bunch of even more influence with them, tons of money, and we should be able to pretty easily mitigate the problems. So we might as well do that. Let's bring them spacefaring technology. Here we go. Andors, this is your day. And we have a lot of things in the way, but that's fine. Same strategy as always here is going to work. Buff up the engines and rocket ourselves to the drop zone in one turn. Turn off the ability to attack. Whee! We did it. Yep, pods successfully jettisoned with technical documents. Nice and easy.
Andors are now spacefaring. Their benevolent nature may make them a source of help.
So, there we go. We got the Andors. The Andors are pretty interesting. They have another interesting diplomatic method for dealing with them. Silly Evocs. They really don't like us giving the technology to other people. Either way, we're going to come in here to the Andor Parliament. The Andors are about the best enemy to have, all in all. They aren't above violence, but I don't think they have any desire to ever spread off their utopian homeworld. Their disapproval means I will find it difficult to get favors from them in the future, however. Well, the interesting thing about them is that they have a ruling party in the Parliament, which is the only one you're able to actually interact with. So right now the Abstainers are the only ones you can really deal with, and all they can do is interact with themselves. But there are a bunch of other different groups, like the Federationists, which you can use to convince other races to join the Federation for cheap. You can get things like the Pharmacists, which are about like global healing and dealing with medical aid. There's all kinds of groups, and you don't always get all of them in every game. Like the last time I played, there was no Federationist party, so I couldn't use that. You can use speeches to try and raise or lower the influence those party has in the Parliament to make their likelihood of being chosen as lead party next time higher. And there's all kinds of things like that you can do. And again, there's the normal general options like colonizing moons and joining the Federation. We're going to get them to colonize some moons quickly. Actually, I should just... Oh, I made one? Really? Huh. We'll get them to join the Federation now. There we go, nice and easy. Welcome into the Federation Andors. And that is awesome. We can broker some trade routes as well with those various races. Let's pick one of the Evocs. There we go. Can make one of the Skylaxians. We can indeed. We want to get all our races friendly with each other. Evocs again. Perfect. And that's all the ones we can get. So, there we go. We have our alliance set up. Now, our Federation includes 4 races. The only 2 that are left are the Acutians and the Burlusts. So what we're going to do here is we're going to see if we can maybe turn things around, which would be really interesting. If we come to the Thoraxians and ask them to stop fighting. Recall raid ships. I don't know who they're fighting. Don't know who they're raiding. We could get them to stop attacking the Acutians, though. And that would make the Acutians like us marginally more, that we can give them back some of their people, perhaps, and they'd like us more after that. But I don't know how well this will work out, because if they attack us, things might go wrong. I don't really want to save the Acutians, but if we save the Acutians, we could even get the Burlusts in there, and then all we'll lose is those 2 first races, the Peltians and the Borines. And we knew the Borines were going to die because we made no effort to save them since the very beginning of the game. So, Let's try this. Let's see if we can actually make this work. Go to the military. We ask them to stop attacking another race. We tell them to stop attacking the Acutians. There we go. The Thraxians don't really like that I'm telling them to stop, but the Acutians are pretty grateful to us for giving them that little bit of freedom there. And all those ships are going to leave. Now, how else are we going to handle this? We want to try and make them like us better. So, can we do anything friendly that'll actually help them? We could do 2 of these boosts using their own buildings, which is exceptionally mean. We'll take this action, we'll go into friendly acts again, do another one, help construct an industrial building? No, I want to do this. I guess you can only do one kind of outsourcing at a time. Okay, that's good to know. That's good to know. We can help defend the planet from their splinter factions. They might appreciate that, because they do have a lot of problems right now. Interesting. Well, yeah, okay, well, let's see if we can save the Acutians. That is our goal now. I am going to check the time on this video quickly, but that's our new goal. See if we can save the Acutians after all. So I'll be right back in just 1 second. Like I thought, we are in fact out of time for this episode, so thank you very much for watching, everyone. This has been Vanguard of Valor, playing some more of the Last Federation for you, and surprisingly enough, we've just made a huge leap forward in our Federation status. Take a look here at Federation progress. We have 4 of our races. Borines are gone. The Pelchians are gone. We just have 2 more. Just got 2 more. The Burlests and the Acutians. So, let's see if we can turn this around next time, maybe. Until then, bye-bye.